Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we're going to look at a new eyeshadow stick from Victoria Beckham Beauty. These, and I got a bunch of them here, are the new Victoria Beckham Beauty Eyewear eyeshadow sticks. There are 7 shades and they are $34 each, and we're going to talk about it. Now, I won't lie to you, I would love to have all 7, but I did, for starters, just purchase 4. Look, let me just do a spoiler alert here. I will eventually be purchasing all 7 because they are indeed that lovely. But I picked up 4 of them to start with. I'm going to show you what I picked up. We got some comparisons here as well to some other Victoria Beckham Beauty products that I bet you're wondering about. And if there's any comparison I don't do that you need just to kind of help with your purchasing questions, you just let me know here or over on Instagram, and I'm super happy to do those for you. So let's talk about it. Again, this is the new Victoria Beckham Beauty Eyewear eyeshadow stick. There are 7 shades and 2 separate finishes. So we have some that come in a matte and some that are in shimmer. And I'll let you know already, the shimmer aren't incredibly shimmery. They're just a subtle shimmer. You'll see in my close-ups in my swatches. These have a tug-free application, and I can vouch for that being true. They are very buildable indeed, and they set for 8 hours, and I do believe that. I've been wearing these for about 3 or 4, and they haven't budged. I know that's not 8 hours, but they're not going anywhere. They set in 20 to 30 seconds. So just a little top tip for you, do one eye at a time. This isn't something where you scribble on the eye and then go over here and scribble here and then yell something to your kids and answer the phone. It's gonna set in about 20 to 30 seconds. But 20 to 30 seconds is a nice amount of play time. Like I said, there are 7 shades. The 4 I got, and we're gonna see them in just a moment and compare them. I got Caramel, which is a shimmer, kind of brown shimmery shade. I got Macaron, which is a matte pink, ooh, and I got the Pecan, which is a matte brown, and the Bottle Green, which is kind of a shimmery green. This is not what you're going to see in the demo. I've combined 3 of them actually into this eye look. They do combine well. They do layer over one another without going muddy. So when I was playing around with these, I was able to put the Bottle Green on and then put the Pecan right over the top, and it actually holds its own over the top. It will blend, but it also holds its own, which is kind of nice if you're thinking of doing anything graphic or anything like that. You can line with these, and I don't know if the brand would recommend it, so please don't take this to the bank, but I would even put them all, including the shimmer shades, in the waterline, because the slightly shimmer glitter, it's not like a chunky glitter. You know, the brand might not recommend it, but I think you'd be fine. But, you know, of course, proceed with caution, of course. Okay, let's look at some swatches of the 4 I got in 2 different lightings, and then we're going to do some comparisons, okay? So take a look here first in studio lighting. Here they are on my arm. Left is our shimmer caramel shade, followed by the matte macaron pink shade, and then the matte pecan shade and the shimmer bottle green. That's just in studio lighting, which can never really do it justice. In fact, to do it justice, we need to step outside into the warm California sunshine. Take a look at this here outside. Isn't that just lovely? You can see them a little bit better, and you'll see again the first shade and 4th shade over, the caramel and bottle green, are the shimmer shades. And I'm trying to move them into the sunshine when I do the swatch outside so you can get a better idea of those shimmers. They are not glittery or intense, and for some of you that's going to be a relief, and for some of you maybe a disappointment, but I wanted to show it to you. Those 2 shades in the middle are the matte shades, and we have a shimmer on the left and on all the way right. The other thing I wanted to do is compare these to the Satin Kajal liners and the Jewel liners that Victoria Beckham Beauty has, because, as you know, and I say this in every review I do of them, those can be almost like a shadow stick, the pencils. The pencils are much creamier in formula. They blend nicely just the same. In fact, I think in a way, to be honest, these brand new eyewear pencils blend even a little bit more quickly, if possible. They're actually a little nicer even to use over the whole eye. And of course, the issue with using the Kajal liners all over the eye as you do go through them so quickly. Let me show you what I've done here. I've tried to do some relevant comparisons. Now, in these comparisons, I have left off the Macaron Pink matte shade. I didn't have anything to compare that to, so I left that out. Let me show you what we got going here, and I've got it in two different lightings, one really close up. Okay, what we have here in studio lighting, across the top, I put the brand new Eyewear Caramel, Pecan, and Bottle Green in that order. And then underneath it, take a look, from left to right underneath, we have the Bronze Satin Kajal liner, the Jewel liner in Quartz, the Jewel liner in Gold Lame, which is especially sparkly, and the regular old Kajal liner in Cocoa. And then over underneath the Bottle Green is the Jewel Sequin Green and the regular Kajal liner in Olive. Okay, again, let me just do that really quickly and then we'll switch the lighting that you see it in. The top is our brand new Caramel Pecan and Bottle Green. Bottom is Bronze Satin, Jewel Quartz, Jewel Gold Lame, then the Kajal Cocoa, and then the Jewel Sequin Green and the regular old Kajal Olive, because the Victoria Beckham Beauty are, a little bit, the greens are a little interesting. They're not really traditional. I also took that same thing right over into just some indoor lighting, not even studio lighting within my home, just for you to see those a little bit better. And freeze frame that if you need to and ask any questions, or I can do more swatches for you over on Instagram if you need that. But I will tell you that the Eyewear pencils are going to be much more ideal to cover the whole eye. They are twist up, so you don't have to keep sharpening. Remember that the Kajal liners you do have to sharpen with a sharpener. They're twist up, these new ones, so you don't have to keep sharpening. They just twist up and twist back down very, very easily. And it's kind of a, a nice thing and super easy to work with. And they also set and stay really nicely, and they blend like a dream. Wait till you see in the demo. I had some thoughts about how to do the demo. I wanted to do a montage where I did all four. Then I tried getting this off, and I was really, it works with my Lancome Bifacil, but I thought, oh my gosh, 4 times I'm going to take this on and off my eyes. I'm going to get red eyes. So I'm going to do 1 and 1, 1 and 1. This look here that you're seeing is actually me just trying a whole bunch of them on together, which works just beautifully. But in the demo, just to spare my poor eyes, we are going to do 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, because these really do have a stick-to-itiveness. They stay on your eye. And I got a little scared taking them off 4 times. So you'll see what you think right now in the demo. Okay, let's experiment. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is really the first time I will be trying these on the lid. So I have some brushes here, and I have my fingers, Nature's makeup brushes, my fingers, and we'll just kind of see what happens. We'll do 1 eye and 1 eye, and we're starting here, of course, with the shimmer shade, Caramel. And I'm just going to put it on, kind of the way I've put on eye pencil sticks in the past. Eyeshadow sticks, I should say, in the past. Very, very easy to get on. I have about 20 to 30 seconds of playtime. Very, very easy. Pardon me, I know I'm kind of gently tapping with my middle finger. I don't mean to be rude. It's not purposeful. I just want to kind of get this all over the eye. It goes on nice and smoothly, and look at how quick that was. And normally, of course, I would probably do a little, underneath the eye. Let's try a little bit. As you see, I'm slightly concerned about getting this off. And I would throw caution to the wind and put this in the waterline, by the way. I know it's shimmer, but I am not afraid of it. It's very fine. Even in the Jewel pencil, it's a little bit thicker, but not here. Okay, and now we have this pink shade, the Macaron shade, which should remind. Now this is probably generally a shade that again with the middle finger, I apologize, let me use my ring finger, that I would probably combine with another shade. I don't know that I would wear this kind of white pink shade on its own, but I don't know, famous last words now that I've said it. Look how easily that kind of blends out. Isn't that quite pretty? It's very subtle. So I might actually wear this alone. And this is, of course, one of the matte shades that would be kind of fun in the waterline. So again, we have our Macaron pink cookie shade here, and our caramel shimmer shade, shimmer and matte, the shimmer is not very shimmery. That could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing, depending on your opinion. I'm kind of rushing through because I do need to get these off my eyes. They are going to set real quick, and then we'll come back and look at our other 2 shades. Okay, let's do the Pecan over here, and then we're going to get to this bottle green, which actually is the shade I'm the most excited about. And I also think these can be combined a little bit, but look at this, how pretty this is. Again, try to use my ring finger, sorry guys. This is really, really pretty. This is the Pecan, which is a matte shade, but it's one of the prettiest browns I've seen. And you're gonna tell me I'm crazy. You're gonna say, Rebecca, there's browns all over the place in every eye palette for sure. But this is a really nice chocolatey brown. And when it goes on, you guys, I'm barely touching it. And you could use a brush, certainly you can, but gently with my finger, look at how pretty and sophisticated that is and how quick it went on too in real time. I'm kind of glad I did not do a montage because I think the real time here is kind of valuable to see. Now bottle green, I've been very excited about this one, so let's see what we think. This is an interesting green. So this bottle green is one of our shimmer shades, and remember the shimmer shades, shimmer is in quotes, you know, they're not very shimmery. And just like we are used to from Victoria Beckham, don't worry you guys, I'm being very gentle on my eyelid. Just like we are used to from Victoria Beckham, her greens are kind of interesting. They're never really traditional green. And this one in the same way. This one almost looks like it wants to go kind of a blue green on my eyes. And that could be my skin tone, my eye color, could be a few things. For this, I'm going to actually take an Esam brush, sable hair brush, and just kind of blend that a little bit. I just feel like it needed it. I didn't want to start blending too much with my fingers and pull my skin on my eyes. But look at how pretty that is. And you know, again, I am not worried about going on the waterline with these shimmers. And I think you could just have a lot of fun, even lining on top of it like you would with any other brand's eyeshadow pencils and underneath. I mean, I think you could just have just a ton of fun with these. Now, I do know that hourglasses are coming next, as I told you, and those should be here soon. But I have to tell you, you guys, these are very, very pretty, very easy to use. You know, I am always a fan. I think I've given maybe one review to any Victoria Beckham beauty product ever. One. I had one product, if you can name it below. There's no prize except for my admiration. If you can name below the one that I was iffy on, it wasn't even a bad review. But I am, so it is no secret that I'm a huge fan of the brand. These are beautiful, super easy. Look at how pretty. I'm really loving, and I didn't know if I would, this matte pecan shade right here. Look at how pretty and easy and quick that is. I mean, if you need to get out the door and look put together and polished, wow, that's what I have to say as well. These are really, really nice, okay? And we will look at the hourglass, of course, but you guys, these are lovely. If you went ahead and purchased and didn't wait for reviews, you're not going to be dissatisfied. I will need to pick up the other 3 shades. I just got 4 just in case, but I will need to pick those up, and I think you'll be quite happy if you've already purchased. But I need you to let me know, are you waiting to see what else is on the horizon? It looks like maybe, I keep trying to call it the year of the lip. It wasn't really. The year, is it going to be the year of the eyeshadow stick maybe? I don't know. You let me know what you think below. It's what makes us a community. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so we can continue to grow. Come and say a big hello over on Instagram and TikTok too. And don't forget that you can become even more involved with this channel by giving super thanks, as so many of you have, or by becoming a member for special behind the scenes stuff. But if nothing else, I am thrilled to have you here, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.